Well, everybody, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Today, we are going to discuss about our material in our class in pragmatics and discourse analysis with the topic analyzing discourse data qualitatively. Well, the study of language extends far beyond analyzing individual words or sentences. It delves into how meaning is constructed, interpreted, and negotiated within broader contexts. Two key fields, pragmatics and discourse analysis, plays essential roles in these explorations. Pragmatics focus on how language is used to achieve specific purpose and convey intentions in context, revealing meanings that go beyond the literal sense of the word. Discourse analysis, meanwhile, examines language in extended text or instructions, considering both structure and function to understand communications as it unfolds in real-life situations. Analyzing discourse data qualitatively means closely examining how language is used in real-life situations to understand the deeper meanings, social dynamic, and power relations embedded in communications. This approach goes beyond simply counting words or phrases. It focuses on interpreting context, intentions, and the effects of language in its social setting. There are key methods in qualitative discourse analysis. There is content analysis, where content analysis is involved breaking down text into meaningful units, coding them by items or categories, and identifying patterns in how ideas are expressed. This helps reveal what topics or values are emphasized within a course. And then the second one is conversations analysis, focus on the structure and organizations of talk, such as turn taking, repairing misunderstandings, and sequencing. This method is useful for understanding the flow of real-world interactions and how participants negotiate meaning. And then critical discourse analysis. It examines how language reflects and shapes power structures, ideologies, and social inequalities. CDA analyzed the word choice, rhetorical strategies, and the broader social context to uncover hidden power relations bias. Well, when we are talking about qualitative data in collections, it means that we are going to talk about data too. So yeah, data in discourse analysis actually, in discourse analysis, data refers to the various form of spoken, written, or multimodal communications that are collected and analyze to explore language is used to construct meaning, negotiate social relationship, and reflect power dynamic. The type of data used in discourse analysis are diverse and can include anything from conversations, speeches, interviews, and text to image, social media posts, and also videos. The nature of data depends on the research focus, the theoretical framework, and the context in which the discourse occurs. The goal of collecting data in discourse analysis is to understand how language operates in a real-world setting and how meaning is co-constructed by participants within specific social culture and historical contexts. Now let's talk about the types of data in discourse analysis. The first is textual data. What is textual data? Textual data in discourse analysis refers to the written form of communication that is analyzed to explore how meaning is constructed through language. This can include formal documents, literature, online posts, and any other form of written text. And the second one is spoken data. Spoken data includes any form of spoken interactions such as conversations, interviews, speech, or phone calls. These types of data is often transcribed to allow for detailed analysis of linguistic features, including tone, pauses, interruptions, and nonverbal cues that influence how meaning is constructed in interaction. The third is multimodal data. Combining text, visual, and the other modes, multimodal data refers to communications that enforce multiple modes beyond just text or space, such as image, video, gesture, body language, sounds, and also spatial arrangement. In multimodal discourse analysis, researchers examine how these various modes work together to construct meaning and convey social message. And the fourth is institutional data. Institutional data refers to language used in informal settings such as legal educations or corporate institution such as school, university, hospital, and this type of data is valuable in understanding how power, authority, and also expertise are constructed and maintained through discourse. Yeah, the example of institutional data like doctor and patient interactions, teacher and students classroom talk, job interviews, and also customer service phone call. The next is digital and online data. That is information that is stored, processed, or transmitted in electronic form, especially through internet-connected system. It includes all types of content such as text, image, video, audio, and numerical data that exist in a digital format and may be accessed locally and remotely. And then the sixth is ethnographic data. Ethnographic data refers to the information collected through ethnography. A qualitative research method involves observing and engaging with people in their natural social setting over time. The goal is to understand how people live, communicate, and make sense of their world from their own perspectives. And the last one is historical data. Historical data refers to the past informations that has been collected and recorded over time. This data is typically used to analyze trends, make forecasts, understand patterns, or evaluate past performance in various fields.
Pragmatics in discourse analysis, analyzing discourse data qualitatively. Introduction. Pragmatics and discourse analysis are two closely related fields within linguistics that focus on how language is used in real-life contexts. While pragmatics investigates how context influences meaning, discourse analysis examines language use in both written and spoken forms, considering its social and cultural dimensions. When these two fields are integrated, particularly through qualitative analysis, researchers can uncover the nuanced ways in which people communicate, interpret, and construct meaning within various contexts. Theoretical foundations. Pragmatics is concerned with the ways in which language is shaped by context. It explores meaning beyond the literal interpretation of words, focusing on how speakers use language to achieve specific purposes, convey intentions, and manage social interactions. Key concepts in pragmatics include speech acts, such as requests, promises, or apologies, implicature, what is suggested but not explicitly stated, presupposition, reference, and impoliteness. Discourse analysis. Discourse analysis studies language as it is used in texts and conversations, paying attention to how language reflects and constructs social realities. It looks at larger units of language beyond isolated sentences to understand how meaning is negotiated, identities are constructed, and power relations are maintained or challenged within communication. Relationship and overlap. There is significant overlap between pragmatics and discourse analysis. Both fields examine language in use and are concerned with context, but pragmatics often focuses on the speaker's intentions and the effects of utterances, while discourse analysis emphasizes the structure and function of language in larger communicative events. In practice, effective discourse analysis often requires a pragmatic perspective to interpret implicit meanings and social functions. Qualitative approaches to discourse data. Qualitative analysis in pragmatics and discourse. Qualitative methods are essential for capturing the complexity of language use in context. These methods allow researchers to explore implicit meanings, intentions, and the social functions of discourse that quantitative methods might overlook. Qualitative analysis typically involves several key steps: selection, identifying and collecting relevant discourse data, for example, transcripts, interviews, media texts, based on research objectives. Categorization, grouping data into meaningful categories or themes, such as types of speech acts, patterns of politeness, or recurring topics. Validation, ensuring the reliability of findings through triangulation, comparing data from different sources, member checking, or intersubjectivity. Theorization, interpreting findings in light of existing theories and frameworks, such as speech act theory, conversation analysis, or critical discourse analysis, CDA. Proposition, developing new concepts, models, or theoretical insights based on the analysis.
Several qualitative methodologies are commonly used in pragmatic and discourse analysis. Conversation analysis examines the structure and organization of talk and interaction, focusing on turn-taking, repair, and sequence organization. Ethnography of communication investigates how language use is shaped by cultural norms and social practices within specific communities. Critical discourse analysis, CDA, explores how language reflects and perpetuates power relations, ideologies, and social inequalities. Narrative analysis focuses on how stories are constructed and the functions they serve in communication. Relevant example. Example 1. Speech acts in political discourse. A qualitative analysis of a political debate transcript might focus on identifying different speech acts, e.g., promises, accusations, denials, and examining how candidates use these acts to achieve persuasive effects. For instance, a candidate might use indirect language to imply criticism without stating it openly, relying on the audience's ability to infer the intended meaning, implicature. By analyzing these pragmatic features, researchers can uncover strategies used to influence public opinion. Example 2. Politeness strategies in customer service interaction. In customer service emails, qualitative discourse analysis can reveal how representatives use politeness strategies, e.g., hedging, indirect requests, expressions of empathy, to manage customer relationships. By categorizing these strategies and examining their frequency and context, researchers can assess how language choices contribute to customer satisfaction and brand image. Example 3. Power and ideology in media texts, CDA. Critical discourse analysis might be applied to news articles covering a social issue, such as immigration. The analyst would examine how certain groups are represented, what presuppositions are embedded in the language, and how lexical choices, e.g., illegal immigrants versus asylum seekers, reflect underlying ideologies. This qualitative approach helps to uncover biases and the role of media in shaping public discourse. Conclusion: analyzing discourse data qualitatively through the lenses of pragmatics and discourse analysis provides a rich understanding of how language operates within its social context. By focusing on context, intention, and the implicit meanings in communication, qualitative methods reveal the complexity of human interaction that quantitative approaches might miss. Whether examining political debates, customer service exchanges, or media coverage, this approach uncovers the subtle ways in which language shapes, reflects, and challenges social reality.